that were burning, mobbing police officers, and attempting to infiltrate and occupy federal buildings wearing armor and face shields. The best money can buy, somebody's financing it. We're going to find out through Pam Bondi and Department of Justice who it is. They're already on it. Who's financing all this equipment?
That is the big question this morning. Who is funding all these protests? President Trump vowing to find out as video shows masked individuals in L.A. handing out high-grade tactical gear.
So one leftist group handing out riot care packages with masks, gloves, goggles, and even a phone number to call for support from jail.
Kyle Scheidler is the Director of Homeland Security in the Center for Security Policy. Kyle, what is organized behind this? I mean, it's hard for us to believe that this is an organic uprising for people who think you should be able to stay here illegally. What do you think?
Well, it's not organic at all, but it is decentralized. So you have a lot of smaller groups who usually cover themselves as community organizations that do a lot of the crowdfunding to pay for this kind of equipment. You know, those masks that they were showing, they go for about $35 on Amazon. So they're not overly expensive, and they can raise several $1,000s pretty quickly. I've seen them do it in previous events. So a lot of the equipment doesn't cost that much, and it's usually crowdsourced. What is expensive is legal aid, travel, hotel stays. These are things that are typically, that's where the money comes from the larger progressive foundations and begins to filter down into these community organizations. Now, sometimes some of that money gets diverted to things we would think of as illicit or intended for use in rioting. But it is a very large, very organized, decentralized structure that puts these.
So can they be, sorry to cut you off, Kyle, but so if the organization is providing all the tools in there, many times in law enforcement, we put that a part of a criminal conspiracy. So can they be charged as well for providing the tools of this?
Well, I think if you could build a domestic terrorism case, you could certainly include anything they did to provide material support under that. If you're just making a rioting case, a federal rioting across interstate lines, that's going to be harder to make the case for providing material support for that. Now, we do have laws at the state level in a number of states where they have included rioting activities under their RICO statute. That's not a federal law. I'd love to see it be a federal law. But in a number of states, Florida is one of them, they have RICO acts that allow them to go after the organizers and the funders who provide this higher level activity and organization. But you can do a lot with investigation. If you go to, for example, Georgia, where we have the Stop Cop City protests, these are a series of protests that went on for months, where they attacked police cars, attacked banks, attacked construction workers. And the state of Georgia is now charging over 60 people with domestic terrorism, material support, charity fraud. So you can build a case if you're willing to do the police work, but it requires hard work.
So, Kyle, what is the intent and how far out do they plan these protests?
My guess is that they've been preparing to do this since before Donald Trump was president.
Wow.
The strategy, the overall strategy, the political imagery, that stuff will be determined in advance. What the topic is that they want this to be done on, and we knew that they were going to do this on border security and immigration for some time. What usually isn't determined in advance is the where and the when. For that, they're typically waiting for some kind of moment to build that they can then spring into action.
What are the name of the groups?
This all
Kyle,
requires serious networking.
Right. What are the name of the groups?
I mean, we've heard people mention the Party for Socialism and Liberation. I'm sure you've got your Revolutionary Communist Party there. You've got your anarchist affinity groups. These are smaller network groups. They don't even have names in a lot of cases, but typically we call them Antifa. And then backing them, you have the larger fiscal sponsors, the larger progressive foundations. We've seen Open Society Foundation. We've seen Tides Center involved in these kinds of protests in the past. And so I'll look to see if we have those in the future as well.
Well, someone's funding it, definitely, if they're getting these care packages with tactical gear.
Yep. Thanks so much, Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle.
Thanks, Kyle.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.